about probably one of the most taboo subjects there is: suicide. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would I watch this? Why would someone talk about this subject? Why would someone even make a video? Well, first of all, nobody really talks about it. It's one of those things nobody talks about. Nobody pretty much cares about suicide. Well, I do. It's an important topic to me. And, well, when you think of suicide, you probably think of someone wanting attention or someone who has gone too far just to get attention. That's not what I think about. What I think about is, well, it's easy. Someone who needs help. Someone who needs help but doesn't want help. Someone who needs someone there for them. That's what I think about. When I hear suicide, the first place to pop in my mind is Suicide Forest. Pretty easy to think that since so many suicides occurred in that forest alone per year. But here's the thing. Japan is not number one when you look up ratings for suicide. Now, I apologize if I pronounce any of these names wrong. Sri Lanka is number one with 35.3 suicides per 100,000 people. I know what you're thinking. How do you know that? Well, easy. I looked it up. I looked it up at the end of June last month. Well, towards the end of June. And it's relatively easy to look things up whenever you look up something like that. And behind Sri Lanka is Lithuania, 32.7, Guyana, 29, South Korea, 28.3, Mongolia, 28.3 suicides per 100,000 people. Now, when you think of suicide, you think of either a person or a place. I think both. I think someone is in need of help, but I also think of the suicide forest. That's where many, many suicides occur. But it's not in the top 5. It's not even in the top 10. Japan is number 18 on that list. Yes, 18. It's still in the top 20s. But it's number 18. And I know you're probably surprised that I didn't mention the United States of America. Well, that's number 38 on that list. Yes, 38. Surprising, I know. But the thing is, Barbuda, 0. It's the very, very last one. and it has 0 deaths that occur from suicide. Now, here's the thing. Suicide isn't a joke. You can't play around with it. You can't make jokes about it. It happens. People don't talk about it. Yeah, sure. They may not talk about it. But so what? Someone has to eventually. And whether or not someone does or not, it's up to them. I'm one of those people that will speak about it. But that's also because I have 3 people who are very, very close to me that have either tried or want to. Now, guys, we all, and I mean we all, make a difference in somebody's life. Be it a child, be it a stranger, be it a person out on the streets that have no place to go. We all make a difference, be it good or bad. Small children, you play with them, they're gonna love you forever. Strangers that you don't even know, even if you help them, you're gonna make their day brighter. Homeless people, there's not much we can do for them. Yes, I know that. But the most we can do for them is either give them something, food, a drink. Maybe if you have blankets lying around that you don't need, give them a blanket. They need that. Because I guarantee you, if you give them food, a drink, or a blanket, they'll be happy. Even if it's for that one moment, they will be happy. And it doesn't really take a lot to make someone's day better. You have to understand, suicide isn't just in those people who are seeking attention. Suicide is everywhere. And it comes from depression. You get depression from losing someone or something very close to you. Family, friends, loved ones, pets maybe. You lose someone. You get depressed. Yeah. Sure. You get depressed, but eventually you pull through. Now, I'm not saying that everybody will pull through, but I'm saying you will eventually pull through. Give it time. Don't try and rush it. It's not something you can make very fast yourself. For example, the person you're sitting next to, whether it's at a restaurant or at school, college, university, whatever, even on a bus or a train, we don't know their feelings, we don't know their life, we don't know their thoughts. We can't really help. But what we can do is sit there and listen to them talk. We can try our hardest to actually help them out. One of these people I have actually helped out multiple times. He's wanted to kill himself multiple times. And each and every time I just bring up the fact that he has a family. He has people that love him. He has me. And although he may live in a different state than I do, he can call me up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He can call me up while I'm dead asleep. I guarantee you, once I find out he called me when I'm asleep, I will call him right back. I will text him even. And just, hey, you okay, boo? What's up? And just let him talk to me. He's my best friend. I'm not gonna say his name for his sake, for his privacy. But I will say this. Even if you are suicidal, or even if you aren't, tell people there's people that care about them. Tell them that there's people out there that love them. Tell them that they make a difference, that they can brighten someone's day, even just a little. It does not matter. You just need to be there for them. Sure, our elders, our school teachers, our principals, guidance counselors, law enforcers, maybe even the president may not talk about it. But that's because if someone brings this subject up, it's considered taboo. It isn't taboo. It really is not taboo. All you're doing is giving someone a helping hand. That's all you're doing. You're helping them by saying, hey, I'm here for you. I may not know you. You may be a complete stranger to me. But I'm here for you. What's wrong? And that's all they really need, is someone to be there for them. They may have a crappy life at home. We don't know that. Something may be going on in their lives, and we won't know. Yeah, sure. There are times where every now and then someone will think, I should probably die. No, you shouldn't. Why? I'm not gonna sit here, pour my heart out, and just rant about what suicide can do to people. You have friends, you have family, you may put on a fake smile for all those to see, but I guarantee you, at least someone will know it's fake. You may hide behind all these things, nice clothes, pretty smile, pretty eyes. You may fake things. You may say things that you probably don't even mean, and somebody, I guarantee you, at least one person out of millions, maybe even hundreds, will realize something's wrong. Something's got to give. This person needs help, and I'm willing to help. Sure, let it be a so-called taboo subject. Let it be whatever it is. Now, guys, the top 10 places with the highest suicide rates: Sri Lanka, Lithuania, Guyana, South Korea, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Suriname, Belarus, Equatorial Guinea, Poland. Those are the top 10. Japan, 18. America, 38. That's how it is. Yeah, sure. Like I said, Japan may be in the top 20s, but it's number 18. America may be in the top 40s, 50s even, but it's still number 38. It all just depends. Now, whenever you think of suicide, who or what do you think of? You will probably respond, I think of someone wanting attention. I think of a certain place. I think of someone just, I don't know, someone that has gone too far. Me? None of those. What I think of is all those people in the suicide forest that thought death is the only way out. It's not the only way out. I think of people, someone who needs help. Someone who needs help but won't get help. Or someone who needs help but doesn't know how to ask for help. Someone who needs help but doesn't know where to find it. That's what I think of. Yeah, sure, you can go ahead and comment on this video. Oh, that's a bunch of lies, you're lying, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. It won't hurt me. It really won't. Reason being, I looked up the statistics of these. I went on to worldpopulationreview.com just to find out what the suicide rates are all over the world. Now, here's another thing. Like I said earlier, Barbuda has 0 rates of suicide. 0 deaths. While every other place has a certain amount of deaths per 100,000 people. Like I said, Sri Lanka, 35.3 suicides per 100 people. Lithuania, 32.7 suicides per 100,000 people. Guyana, 29 per 100,000 people. South Korea and Mongolia, 28.3 per 100,000 people. Now, there are numbers you can call. There is a number you can text here in America. And I will give you those numbers. For the veterans, all you gotta do is call 1-800-273-8255. Or just text them 838-255. Those are the 2 numbers you can call or text. For young adults or adults and teens, 1-800-448-3000. Or text 741 741. That's all you gotta do. Call them or text them. Sure, if you text them, they'll respond to you. That means if you have social anxiety, like I do, you don't have to call and talk to a person on the phone. All you gotta do is text them. And like I said, I'm not gonna name the 3 people that I know who have tried or want to. I'm not naming them for their sake, for their privacy. I won't. But I do know that these people are close to me and that 2 of these people need major help because the other one has already gotten her help. Sure, it'll come back every now and then whenever something horrible goes wrong. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not her, so I can't say. Guys, we really do impact lives of the others around us. And like I said, all you gotta do is one great thing and it'll make their day better. We think we're better than everyone else. We think I don't know. People think they are better than everyone else, so they hold their heads high. They look down at us, thinking we could possibly be the scum on the bottom of their shoes. That's not true. We're all equals. Take us apart. Take away our skin color. Take away our muscle. Take away our blood. You wouldn't be able to tell who's who. You would not be able to tell who's fat, who's skinny, who's gay, who's lesbian, who's bisexual, who's homeless, who's white, who's black, who's a different color of the race. You would not be able to tell. Because on the inside, we're nothing but bones, blood, muscle, and tissue. That's all we are. We're just all that. But thing is, we're all covered with a different skin tone. Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get hate from a lot of racist people for saying this. But we are all the same. Take away our skin tone. Take away our skin. What do you have left? You have nothing left besides a pile of blood, muscle, tissue, and bones. Take away the blood, muscle, and tissue. You have nothing but bones. Would you be able to tell who's gay, who's lesbian, who's bisexual, who's black, who's white, who's homeless? No, you wouldn't. And if you can, you either have a great skill right there, or you're a little out there, to say the least. But I guarantee you, nobody can tell the difference between anybody. Yeah. Suicide is probably a taboo subject, but someone is eventually going to have is going to have to stand up and talk about it. And I'm willing to be one of those people. I'm willing to talk about it. That's because I have people I love and care for deeply that have tried and that want to. And like I said, I'm not gonna say their name. I won't. For their privacy's sake. For their sake. That way they won't get bombarded with questions upon questions upon questions of, why are you suicidal? Well, I think you're just seeking attention. No, they aren't. I can tell you that right now. They're going through things. They might even be thinking certain things. But guess what? I'm there for them. I will stand my ground and argue with them day and night if I have to about me being there for them. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, well, I think you're just looking for attention. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hit there or stand there and go, well, I'm here if you need me. I'm not gonna push you to talk. I'm not going to make you talk. You'll talk when you're ready. But I will tell you this. You have a family that loves you. You have friends that love you. You have people that love you and care for you. And although you may not want to talk about it ever to anyone, realize I'm there for you. That's all that matters, is I'm there for you. And if you know someone who is suicidal, or if you are suicidal, tell them somebody loves them. They have a family. Whether it be it biological or adoptive, they have a family. They have people that care. And honestly, I may just be another white girl from America sitting on a couch. I may be a complete stranger to you. Actually, I most likely am a complete stranger to you. But just know that I care. I may not know you. I may not know your favorite color, your deepest, darkest secret. I may know nothing about you. But I still care. Why? Because you're human too. You're not something from outer space. You're not an alien. You're not some freak. No. None of those exist to me. You are human. Like I am. I'm human. Those 3 people I talked about earlier, they're human. I'm pretty sure of it too. Seeing as how one of them is my best friend, my closest friend of 6 years. He knows my deepest, darkest secrets. He knows me like the back of his palm. Like we've been friends since we were in diapers. But we haven't. We've known each other for 6 years. And I will tell him this right here, right now. And if you're watching, I'm here for you. I don't care. I don't really sleep a lot at night. And when I do, you know I'm sleeping. And you know I will get back to you. You're my best friend. And I love you. And if I lose you, I'm pretty sure I'd go completely insane without my best friend. So yeah, suicide is not a joke. Just go and help make someone's day a little tiny better. Doesn't have to be right off the bat. Just do a little something. Give them a little stuffed animal that you don't want or don't need anymore. Give a homeless man food, or a drink, or a blanket, or maybe all three if you want, or maybe just two of those three. Help a stranger out with their groceries, or maybe just talk to them. That's all people need to do. Talk. We need to learn to communicate as a nation, as a world. We need to learn how to communicate with each other. That's one of our biggest issues. Communication. It takes us 1 second to say hi to someone. It takes us 1 second to say bye. But I guarantee you, if you help someone, you're going to get a good reaction out of them. You're going to get a thank you, probably. If not, then at least you did something nice. You made someone's day a little better. And that's all you need to do. Make someone's day just a tiny bit better. Doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter when you do it. It just matters that you make someone's day better. If you see a motorcycle guy, woman, if you see a biker on the side of the road, and they look like they need help, see if they need help. They might actually need help. They may need some gas. Why not run them up to the gas station and then run them back to their bike? They may need a push start. Have them get on their motorcycle and push that motorcycle until it starts running. I've seen videos of people doing that. There's 2 channels I'm subscribed to, and I've seen on both channels them doing a push start. It's pretty easy. Turn the key in the bike, have someone push the bike, and slowly pull the throttle back. It's going to help someone stay. You see someone in a car pulled over with their hazard lights on. Pull over, see if they need help. They might. You see a dog or someone looking for a dog, try and help that person out. Now, I'm not saying little kids do this. I'm not saying adults do this very often either. But if you have a gut feeling that this person is lying and they're not telling the truth about it, it's okay to be skittish. But if you see someone outside with a dog and that dog runs off, try and help them out. That's all you really gotta do. In fact, this morning, while I was outside, one guy was talking to, I'm guessing, his friend, and his little chihuahua walked away from him. So I sat down on the sidewalk in front of my apartment building and started petting the dog and keeping an eye on her. That way she wouldn't run off and get hurt. I kept an eye on her for him while he talked to his buddies or whoever. I may be a stranger to him, but I'm pretty sure he was somewhat okay-ish with me just sitting there keeping an eye on his dog while he talked to someone. And honestly, I would gladly do that over. I would sit down on that same sidewalk and I would stay there and watch the dog for him again. Because although I may be a complete stranger to him, I know not to let a dog run off. I know to wait for its human. That way, its human can know it's safe. I may be a complete stranger, but it's safe nonetheless. It didn't get hurt. It didn't just walk away. And that's all we gotta do. All we need to do is help. It's common sense, really. It really is. It's common sense to help others. It's common sense to, I don't know, be friendly, help someone out, make someone's day better. Because we don't know what they're going through. We don't know their life. We don't know their thoughts. We don't know their feelings. So instead of seeing someone struggle for help, we ourselves should help them. And that's all I have to say.